Plaintiff Robin Bell says the defendant had a child with her son, but when the baby was 3 days old, she was taken from the defendant because she was born with cocaine in her system. Robin has since adopted the little girl, and she's suing her son's ex for stolen cash, lost wages, and emotional distress. Defendant Stashana Booker admits that she was unstable and on drugs when her daughter was born, but insists she's been clean for 5 years. Stashana says she only agreed to the adoption because she had 4 other children to think about, and she's countersuing Robin for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, let me start by saying that I know Mrs. Booker because she had a baby with my son. The baby is now 6 years old. I ended up with the baby because the state took the baby from her because the baby had cocaine trace in her system. With the...
What age was that? How old
at 3
was the
days
child?
old. At 3 days old, I got a phone call from Defendant saying to come get the baby. If I didn't come get the baby would go in state care.
Was she ever able to get her child?
Yes, she had 6 months to get the baby back if she did inpatient rehab, parenting, and anger management.
And she did?
Neither of which she still hasn't done today.
So you still have custody?
I do. I've adopted the baby since then. Yeah.
What about your son?
He's out of the picture as well. My son.
Drugs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am, you want to tell me anything about your background? You heard what she said.
Yes, I was on drugs. So yeah, my mom was actually gonna get her, but her son beat me to the case. So her mom came and got her. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was unstable and I was on drugs. I've been clean 5 years. No, I did not take no parenting class or nothing. I went on and signed adoption papers because she had been with her that long, and I had 4 other kids to think about.
How long had she been with him when you?
Since she was born. Since I
know at the time you signed the adoption papers.
That's been, I think, the beginning of this year or the end of last year. I have the paper. I didn't bring the paperwork.
So that's 4 or 5 years. How old was the child?
I adopted the baby. The final decree of adoption came through April the 13th of 2016.
When did you request that she sign the paper?
I have been trying to get her to sign the papers since the baby was 3, but nobody would sign the papers, her or my son.
I wasn't gonna sign them.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wasn't gonna get her.
So why didn't you get your child back?
I don't know, Your Honor. I didn't.
You don't know?
I do know, but at the same
Tell
time,
me
she was
why.
with
Just
her.
ask you why. You said you don't know. I
No.
think you'll look a lot better in the eye of the public if you say why.
Why?
I don't know why I
Because I
get my
didn't take
kid
time.
back. I don't know. I just gave her away.
I didn't take time to do it. I just went on and just let her stay with her because she had been with her so long, you know.
She had only been with her 2 or 3 years.
No, she been with her since I had her.
But I'm talking about at the time you were clean. You've been drug-free for 5 years, and the child is 6 years old. So you said, because she's been with her grandma for 1 year, I don't want to have my own child.
No, I didn't think like that.
Tell me what you're thinking. We're just trying to understand, at least I am.
Well, I didn't feel that. I mean, I felt that I should have got her back, but at the same time, I had other kids to really be thinking about.
So you had other kids to think about.
So
Okay,
I
good
just let
enough.
her stay on the web.
Just give us, I was just looking for an answer.
Okay.
And your answer is, I didn't get my child back because I had other kids to think about.
Yes, sir.
All right. You want to give some background about your relationship with her son or anything else? In case you wanted to say what's your drug issue that you had and
it was
how you overcame it or anything.
It was marijuana and cocaine, but after I got pregnant with my son, I never went back to drugs, and I've been clean since.
Okay, what are you doing with yourself? What have you been doing?
I don't really have a stable job. I do hair, catering, and stuff. It's not really stable because I don't really have a stable babysitter sometimes. So I don't really get no type of incomes, no help. I get none of that. So.
Okay. I mean, you have 4 children, other children?
And I take care of all of them.
Yeah, you can't track the guys down to get child support, or they're unemployed?
2 about her sorry son. 1 about her sorry son, which he does nothing
Yeah, we
for.
know he's dope fiend. She
No,
said
I have
that.
another son bound.
Oh, so you have 2 children with
Yeah,
her
she don't
son?
claim the other one.
Is that true?
I asked for a DNA test, Your Honor.
And I talked to her son. He said
You
he's
asked
not
for
taking
one.
it.
What about him?
Her son said he's not taking it because he know that's his son.
Okay. And the other 2 children?
Their dad, he just started. The other 2 dads, I had one day on child support, so I'm waiting for them to catch up with them.
All right, good. All right, do your best. I know with 4 kids, taking care of them alone is tough. If you don't have a skill of any type, I hear you say you do hair. Did you ever
Yes, I
seek
do
a
hair,
license?
catering, and right now I'm trying to bring out an invention for shoes. So I'm getting it patented and copyright. So I have a lot of things
All right.
going on.
Until your invention goes
Oh.
through,
Yeah, I
you
did.
might want to seek a license to do hair or culinary license. They both pay well. All right. In the meantime, good luck on your gym shoe.
Thank you.
You might be the next Michael Jordan. Not trying to be funny. A lot of folks go into that industry and they do well. And ma'am, how does she owe you $2,000? You say she has stolen from you?
Yes,
Describe
sir.
what happened.
Your Honor, on the end of June, she came to me and told me
This
that.
year, obviously.
Yeah, of 2016. She told me that her mom, the reason why I went for it is because she said her mom wanted to get a trip up to Disney World for all of the kids, and she wanted Jatoria to
That's
come.
not true.
Well,
Better finish.
I would not trust Jatoria to go with her alone.
That's
so,
the daughter you care for.
yes.
The granddaughter.
Yes, sir. So I told her that the only way Jatoria could go is if I went as
That's not
well.
true.
So she said, well, let me do some research and see how much it'll cost for you to go. So she came back to me and told me if I give her she actually said $398. I gave her $400, and we were to leave on the 18th of July of 2016 to go to Disney. Well, I requested off from my job, and I have letters here from my job saying that I requested it off. I was all excited and bragging in my job
That's
about
why you're
going
suing
to
for
Disney
lost
World.
wages?
Yes, sir, and
Let
I
me see
have
them, please.
documents here and take my paycheck stubs.
You've been drug-free for 5 years, and the child is 6 years old. So you said, because she's been with her grandma for 1 year, I don't want to have my own child.
No, I didn't think like that.
Tell me what you're thinking. We're just trying to understand, at least I am.
Defendant Stashana Booker has 2 children with the plaintiff's son, but the plaintiff claims Stashana's daughter was taken away from her because she was born with cocaine in her system.
Go ahead.
So I packed my car up on the 17th, and I'm calling her, and I'm like, when are we leaving? Because we were going to drive. Now I said, just send me the information about the hotel and the phone number to the hotel so I can just go on and put it in my navigation, and Jatoria and I are going to get on the road. Well, she never sent it to me, so I got in my car, and I went to Mrs. Booker's house.
Did you go in the house?
No, I didn't go in the house. We were out in the driveway. I rarely go into that house.
You were in the driveway?
Yes.
All right. She
So-
came out? Did smoke rush out behind her?
She came out. She don't have a problem with smoking.
I'm talking about that smoking, man.
Oh, yeah. It's more like she liked to snort. So I'm like, you never sent
How
me
you know
the information.
she liked to snort versus
Because,
smoke?
Your Honor, I'm a 16-year recovering addict.
Okay.
So I'm not one to judge anybody about their problems because I've had a few myself, and I'll give anybody a chance. And I've been dealing with Miss Booker for 6 years.
Did you run off with $400 lately?
I didn't run off with nobody's money.
All right, but she ran off with your money, you allege. So I was
she ran off
curious
with
whether you saw any evidence of why she might do it. And if
No.
smoke rushed out behind her and you got a contact because you've been getting high in the past, then you know what happened with your money. But so far, it sounds innocent then. Go ahead.
Okay.
So far, you've proven her case. She's done nothing wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. So I asked her, I said, you didn't send me the information for the hotel. So she writes on this piece of paper and gives me the Disney Pop Hotel and the phone number. I called them and asked them, did they have a reservation for me, her, or her cousin? And they didn't. So I'm like, Stashana, they don't have a reservation for me or anybody that you're saying is supposed to have a reservation. So, well, I know my cousin paid the money, and now it's her cousin paid the money. She gave her cousin the money. And I'm like, well, I don't have anything to do with what you gave your cousin. I gave my money to you, so I want you to give me my money back.
So what you think happened?
I think
your
that
money?
she took the money and like did drugs with it.
Now, you just chastised me when I made that observation. Judge Mathis, I don't pass judgment on anybody. I'm not gonna say she was getting high or such and such.
no, I
I don't
didn't-
know
and that's not
judgment.
what
You
I
shouldn't
said.
pass judgment.
She didn't
I
get
was
high.
on drugs for 16 years, and I don't do that no more. And I don't know why you saying that like that. And time I ask you what happened with the money, drugs.
Your Honor, I said that I don't judge people
Ma'am, let
because
me hear
I
from
had
you.
done drugs
I know, and
before.
you were telling me
But I
that's
try to
why
give
you
her a
don't know
chance.
anything about what happened to you.
Jatoria's
My
sake.
cousin
Let her
was
finish,
playing a
ma'am.
trip, and I called and asked her, can Jator, me and my cousin was playing a trip to Disney World. She's not the only one who gave her out of money because I gave my cousin also $5 because my half. I gave my cousin, it was $900, which was on the $7 because she came that night. She supposed to put the rest with it. My cousin came and got the money. She sent me a fake confirmation number and the booking resort and everything, and told me everything was booked. Okay, when it comes for us to go, I had been talking to my cousin up until it was time us to go. She stopped answering her phone and everything. So when I called the reservation for, because my cousin ain't never did nothing like that, so I wouldn't think she would run off my money like that. So when it comes for us to go, she stopped answering the phone. They had no reservation for her. So I'm upset too, because she's out of $400 $500 myself. She wasn't the one who gave no money out. She cussing me out. She called my kids outside. I never disrespected Jatoria. She called me all types of B's and A's. She said, I don't care how you get my money. You better go out there and put on some heels and walk. I ain't doing that for nobody. And my mom was also with, she could tell you what all she did because she performed badly in front of my house, in front of my kids. I never disrespected Jatoria, and I don't appreciate her coming over and disrespecting my kids at my house like that.
Where's her money?
My cousin, I gave the money to my cousin. My cousin responsible. I'm not responsible for her money.
You haven't spoken to your cousin?
She spent the money.
Did she tell you on what?
She couldn't tell me. She said she caught up on her bill. So I really don't owe her by response because it was big.
Is she gonna give you your money, your cousin?
I gonna put on. I sue her too. My mom was here.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor,
what emotional distress are you suing her for?
I'm suing because when I signed up to take Jatoria, I said that I would do the best for her. I don't lie to her, and if I tell her that I'm gonna do something because I'm so proud of her, I do it. Jatoria was so excited because she wanted to have
So your
breakfast
emotional
with
distress is because you let your granddaughter down?
and the fact that I was had bragged about it for weeks and weeks
Because
and
you
took off from
bragged
my
about it?
job and I was just so hurt. And,
So we're just talking about your disappointment. That's the emotional distress.
And the embarrassment and everything.
And when we
because
first started out, you said you didn't trust her.
But
So
she
you
told
knew
me,
there was a chance you'd be disappointed.
But Your Honor, she told me that her mother
I
was getting
understand what
the
she
strip
told you,
up.
but
so
you already knew.
Miss Booker works every day, and she takes care of all the
I'm
other
not going to give you the
grandkids.
money
I
for
take
being
care of-
disappointed.
No,
All
she
right.
don't. I take care of my own kids.
Ma'am, you wanted to say
Get that right.
something?
Yes,
Come on up, stand up, state your name.
I take care of my children.
I'm Miss Booker, Stashana's mom.
Go ahead.
My good name was involved in all of this, you know. I do not approve about what happened.
Your good name was involved?
Yes.
How? Who mentioned it?
Well, they
I told her
said
I got
that
the
I
money
was,
from
you
my
know,
mom. I got it from my
Oh,
I didn't
your
know anything
daughter
about
brought
this
your
trip.
name, put you in it.
Exactly, you know.
Oh,
I don't
well.
approve about.
Well, you should be over there.
It's none of her business.
Everybody
She's a
goes
good
with
lady.
you.
It's
Babies, mother-in-law, mama, everybody goes. Go ahead.
No,
I wasn't under her business about who I got the money from, so I told her.
I got you,
witnessed-
ma'am.
I
Your mother
witnessed
said
what
her
was
good
going
name
on.
was in it and you put it in there. I'm not going to say she was getting high or such and such.
no,
I
I
don't
didn't-
know
that's
judgment.
not what
You
happened.
shouldn't pass judgment.
She didn't
I
get
was
high.
on drugs for 16 years and I don't do that no more. And I don't know why you saying that like that. And time I ask you what happened with the money, drugs.
Your Honor,
Defendant Stashana Booker has 2 children with the plaintiff's son, but the plaintiff claims Stashana's daughter was taken away from her because she was born with cocaine in her system.
So what happened to your good name, man?
Okay. I witnessed when I was like, again, I'm trying to find out what's going on. Miss Bell was telling me what happened, you know. So at this point, they both calling each other names and, well, Miss Bell, you know, in front of my grandkids, she performing, told my daughter that she would go in there and drag her out. She want her $400. She don't care how she get it. My daughter can go put on her high heel shoes and go in the corner, go stand on the corner. She want her money, you know. And she said that she gonna go in my house and drag my daughter out and do this. And I'm not gonna let nobody do nothing to my baby, you know. I don't care who he, she is. It doesn't, you know. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you know. Again, the $400, you know. Again, but you ain't gonna do nothing to my baby.
Okay,
you ain't nobody.
gonna, next time, you gonna tell your baby next time to keep you out of it?
Yes, I
All
sure
right,
will.
there you go.
But
Let's
at the same time,
do that while you're at
She
it.
said she gonna send defects.
Ma'am, your mother said you all were cursing each other out. So no emotional distress for either one of you. You're just clowning. And the reason you were clowning is because she put the money in your hands. And so you had responsibility for what happens with her money. And so you're liable for her money. You can go and sue your cousin or do whatever. You did say that. You said, I don't sue her, so go sue her because you're going to have to pay her. And I'll grant you your $400 for the loan and for your lost wages. I see here where you did take off a week, your employer says, and they could not reschedule you. So you were just out of a week for no reason. So I'll grant you your lost wages as well. $400 and then lost wages, $640, $1,040. I'm not granting you any emotional distress. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Good luck to you both. $1,040.
She's a liar. And Ms. Booker, you're a good woman. You work hard every day. I don't understand why you put up with Stashana mess.
Because I'm her daughter.
Because you her daughter. But it don't matter. She's a master of lies.
So?
And she's not a good person. She's a horrible person. And a bad mother. She's a bad mother.
And I take very good care of my kids. And
no, you don't.
Terrible grandma. And I don't.
Your house has a stench in it.
You have one.
Yeah.